Happy Monday, everybody. Today we're going to continue with our essential question on what do you know about our country? And we are going to specifically learn about four locations. You might recognize some of these locations. Right now, you might have been to a couple of them. We're going to learn some facts about each. And your assignment today is to write one sentence about each location. So that would be four sentences. Okay, so our story is called The Best of the West.
The Best of the West. What do you know about the American West? The American West is a special place to visit in our country. It has exciting cities, high mountains, and amazing wildlife. Let's take a tour of four famous spots in the West. Do you know the word for a crack deep in the ground with a river at the bottom? It's called a canyon. The Grand Canyon is a huge canyon in Arizona. Many people visit this national park each year. Visitors can enjoy the view or hike down the canyon. Some people raft on the Colorado River and look at wildlife. One animal is the California condor, the largest flying bird in North America. If you hike the canyon, be careful of the weather. It might be cold at the top, but the temperature at the bottom can be 100 degrees.
Okay, boys and girls. So, one of the facts that you might tell us about in your writing could be about the temperature, about how to be prepared with your clothing, or about the California condor, an animal you might see when you visit the Grand Canyon. In review, those are a couple of the facts that you might write about in today's assignment. Okay, have you been here? Do you know what this is called? Which place this is? What state?
Where in the West can you see bison, moose, and grizzly bears? And where can you see a natural fountain that sprays water more than 100 feet in the air? These are in Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone was the very first national park in the United States. It is an amazing place to explore. Under the ground of Yellowstone is hot, liquid rock. Yellowstone is covered with spots where hot water, mud, and steam push up from underground. These areas are called hot springs. Pools of hot water bubble up from underground. Yellowstone also has hundreds of geysers, more than any other place on Earth. Geysers are like hot springs that erupt with steam and water. The Old Faithful geyser erupts about 20 times each day. It sprays water high into the air. Have you ever heard the word safari? On a safari, you travel through the land and look at animals. Yellowstone is a great place in the United States to go on safari. As you drive through the park, you will see bison, bears, moose, and elk up close. If you're lucky, you may even spot a wolf or a bald eagle.
I would love to visit Yellowstone. This is one place I would definitely put on my list to visit. If you have been to Yellowstone, I'd love to hear about your experience in your writing today. So maybe tell me about which animals you saw or the hot springs and what you thought about them. And that's Yellowstone. Okay. Where is this? What is this?
Now we will travel north to the city of Seattle, Washington. From different spots in the city, you can see a strange white building poking into the sky like a giant needle. This is the Seattle Space Needle. The Space Needle is 605 feet tall, which is taller than most buildings. It looks like an object from outer space. You might wonder at the purpose of this building. It was built for the 1962 World's Fair, an important event that happened in Seattle. The fair's planners wanted to build something new and different. They wanted people to say wow when they saw the building. The Space Needle is made out of concrete. to make the underground base or its foundation. 467 cement trucks poured concrete for an entire day. Now let's head to the top of the needle. A quick ride in the elevators will get you there in less than a minute. At the top, you can see the entire city of Seattle. You can also see natural sights such as Lake Washington and Mount Rainier. Finally, you can eat at the moving restaurant. It moves slowly in a circle to show people the whole view of the city.
Okay, another big tourist attraction, another place that people love to come to the west side of the United States to view. So you might talk about the elevator ride or the view at the top, the restaurant that moves around so you can see all sides of the city. And finally, our last picture is close enough to home. It's in our home state of California, and many of you already know what this is. And I know many of you have already visited this location. Yes, Golden
The
Gate
final
Bridge.
stop on our tour is a famous bridge in the state of California. Can you guess what it is? Here's a hint. It is bright orange. It's the Golden Gate Bridge. When it first opened, it was the longest bridge in the world, almost 1 mile. The Golden Gate Bridge is the boat entrance to San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean. For cars, walkers, and bicyclists, the bridge is a way to connect the city of San Francisco with other places in California. Many people cross the bridge to get to and from work every day. The first thing you might notice about the Golden Gate Bridge is its color. The color is called International Orange. The orange color was chosen to fit in with the bay's natural beauty. Some people wanted to use different colors. For instance, the U.S. Navy wanted the bridge to be black and yellow so that it would stand out. What do you think of the orange color? Since it was built, the Golden Gate Bridge has been closed only 3 times. People built the bridge to last a very long time. This incredible bridge turned 75 years old in 2012.
Okay, boys and girls, we've got lots of facts about all 4 locations. So, once again, I'm going to put the pictures up for you to see. Okay, so we have the Grand Canyon. You could tell us some facts about the temperature, the weather at the top versus the bottom, or the animals you might see there, or tell us about a personal experience. Okay. You could talk about Yellowstone and the hot springs or the animals you might see on safari. You could tell me about the Seattle Space Needle and why it was built or what you can do while you're there. You can also tell us about the Golden Gate Bridge in California and San Francisco and let us know some facts about it or the experiences you've had while you've been there. So if you need to go back and watch this video again to get some more facts, you're welcome to do so. But it's 4 separate sentences about one for each location. Okay, have a great day. Good job, everybody.